Get us started, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, yellow.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
I'm going back. 13. Back to you. Check 26. Check 26. Protein smell.
On second down now. It's Grant, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Watch your slap.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. Hey, Ripland, come back.
From the 44, Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
57, Mike 57. I got one.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Attack. Rush in. General, flash.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On second down, it's Bell, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Darnold down to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 56 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. This is Grant. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You get 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get off the field, defense. Let go. 15. Hey, check. 15. 57. Hey, tight.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Flushed out right. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Hey, box truck.
On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Mahomes now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Mike by 4. It's our field.
Now Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
Chopper. Hey, 57.
Mahomes to throw once more. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. the catch. It's Crowder. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Mike 51. Here we go, D. Go 80.
Off of play action, Darnold. Pass incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. On first down, Bell, and he loses the football a second time. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And it's third down.
56 is the Mike. Red 80. 56 the Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Pass. 56. Mike.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 15. Switch gears. Check 3. Okay.
They go back to Grant. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd and 2.
Fire down these two. I'm going 80. Check 3. 15, yellow.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Easy.
They'll run with Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Jim, bravo! 57 to Mike.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelce. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ridley. Hey, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. The end result, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards. We're back now in KC. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
61.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Grant. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's checking. Crash.
15, yellow.
36.
Hey, yellow, go gun.
Protein spill.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there, and give them a first down.
A 28-yard gain. And the Jets first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bell, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Darnold now to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. The Chiefs' 18.
Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give right side. It's Grant. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes is going to fire one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going.
Shift. Watch out.
Hey, 43, 50, my God.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, It was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, text me, look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey, I do a good job. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left